just don't know what's wrong with me. I can't think straight. I got a headache. Ted, I'm just not myself today. I'm sorry. I think I got an impacted tooth. It hurts right in here, really, really bad. And I don't know. Well, I just woke up this morning and I felt terrible. And I hadn't been able to get over it all day.
How about an impacted brain?
Well, you know, they say it might affect. Well, we had this well failure at work. You see, the machine unexpectedly broke down, and well, sort of a little accident. So they said, well, you know, go on down to the emergency room and have it checked out. I got there. They said, look, you're better off. Don't take anything out. We have time to think about it. So they sent me home for observation. And I don't know, it hurt. Yeah, it hurts, but it doesn't seem to really affect me much.
The dog sure thinks something's wrong.
Yeah, she thinks there's something wrong with it. They said better not to take it out because then you'd have a lot of spillage. Just as long as it's tight, they'll look at it after they have time to think about it tomorrow. They'll see what they can do. But I don't know. I was just standing there by the machine, minding my own business. All of a sudden, I heard this big whoo, you know, and I looked up, and everybody's kind of looking at me real funny, and they said, "Are you okay?" And I said, "Well, yeah, yes, I'm okay." So you look kind of peaked, you know.
You look like a bloody mess to me.
Well, they said, "I think you've had an accident, and you need to go to the medical room and report. No matter how small the injury is, you're supposed to report to medical." So I went. They looked, and they said, "Well, you better get that checked out." So things like that happen. You know, accidents will happen. You got to learn to live with them.
Yeah,
You can't. I mean, you can't make excuses for it. Sometimes things just happen, and well, you know.
Jess doesn't believe you at all.
She doesn't believe me. No, nobody believes me. I said I was minding my own business, and I heard this big, you know, and I looked at the machine, and the thing was laying on the ground. I said, well, huh. And that's something. The thing just blew up, so to speak. And well, I started noticing this itch, and well, the next time I asked the guy that was working with me, he said, "Are you all right?" And he said, "Yeah, are you all right?" I said, "Yeah, I guess so."
Looks like the sort of thing that you get blood all over your shirt with.
Well, yeah, you know, you can get blood, but as long as it's not severe, then it'll grow back after a while. They said if you leave it alone is the best thing to do. Just ignore it.
Ignore it?
Well, after it kind of seals over, then they can unscrew it, and it won't be a problem. But I don't know. You ought to see when I went through the the metal detector at work. I can't go through there anymore. It sets it right off. They said, "Do you have any weapons on you?" I said, "No." He said, "Well, take off your belt. You know, I think it's your belt buckles triggering the mechanism." But I took my belt, I took my steel-toed shoes off.
Took your glasses off.
Took my glasses. I walked through several times, and finally the guard said, "You know what? I think it is. I think it's that metal object in your head that's causing it to trigger the metal alarm." So well, no, I'll have to get special dispensation to go around or through, or maybe get frisked. So they frisked me and saw that I didn't have any weapons.
What is that, a titanium bolt or something?
Well, it must be titanium, but it did have a little bit of magnetic signature, so it did set off the metal alarms. But I said, "Hey, you can see that it's not a terrorist weapon, okay?" So I don't know what their big deal with the guards was, but after a thorough pat down, they finally let me go on to work. So it was overall just a bad day at the office, Ted. It was just a bad day at the office.
Sure looks like it.
I'm sorry.